Well, drop your anchors and settle in, everybody. We are back with Mr. Underhill, who has been drawing far too much attention to himself in Monquista. We've made it here, and we were immediately involved in a coup to overthrow the government, and we're returning to Zenda with our previous plan kind of on the rocks. So let's see what we can scrape together.
Captain, I hope you bring us good news.
Regrettably, we do not.
Do you like what we've done to the place? Thanks to you and Cortes, the opposition now has a fortress and a mighty general. This is terrible news from Queen Catherine. I had hoped for much more. Very well, I shall make a new plan. A plan of my own. I have an idea. There is an ancient treasure, the monkey's paw, which will draw many noble families to our side and give us leverage over the Monquisition. I don't know where the paw is, but Mon Quixote, Lord of La Mancha, he does. You are all the fleet we have. It falls to you to go.
You have to be pretty desperate to trust a pirate to rescue an ancient relic for your cause. But let's see what they have done with the place. I don't think there are too many changes since we were here last. Maybe they have some supplies. These look like the pineapples that we have already seen around the Presidio. They have some desks and weapons stashed around, but to be honest, you guys really have not done very much with the place yet, but hopefully we can help you out. Remind me, Alfonso, what this side quest is.
Freedom, human, but I fear you've left us. I have it. Lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink.
I'm going to decline. I think this guy has us, the following quest has us collect things from the Skyway, and we really don't want to be sailing around here much longer than we have to. In the future, again, I'll probably come back and do some side quests, but we're still cruising right now, so we're having a good time. Oh, look at that. There's somebody else here. I totally forgot to switch realms before I started recording, so I will do that now. As soon as the timer's up here. As far as challenge goes, we are doing pretty well. We're sitting at level 14, if I recall. I can check right here. About halfway through level 14, so level 15, yep, should give us a good boost. If we get stuck anywhere, we also have the Prospector Z quest from Skull Island. We have Skull Island and the Scurvy Dog hideout, which we could grab both of those pretty easily. So if we needed to, we could get another practice point there to train up. I have to do some research and see when I can train things from the secret trainer. Those might be level 20, but we could grab another practice point there if we needed to. Again, switch our gear around, which we've had to do before, but also I have some more gear to try out at level 15, which might be nice. We're gonna skip these side quests for now. I can only wonder, I assume all of the windmills here are references to Don Quixote, which is the novel by Cervantes, I believe, which Don Quixote is based off of.
La Mancha is saved! The giant and his reptilian minions shall never again despoil the shining citadel that is La Mancha. Glad I am to see a fellow knight at last. Chivalry is not dead. Wait, the angel speaks. I hear you, shining one. I await your commands. Another quest. I pray you. I am ready. Hi.
Poor Pancho Stanza.
You must forgive my master. He is not the same since the paw. Why have you come to this forsaken place? The monkey's paw? Oh, it is a dangerous thing indeed, my tall friend. It has been the ruin of my lord and many more noble souls besides.
Stanza, We must prepare for the festival of daffodils. Go and acquire 40 purple spoons immediately. I will count the fruitcakes.
Don Quixote is one of my favorite characters here in the game. I think he's very, very funny. I'm not sure how I feel about him becoming a crown shop companion, but here I think he's very funny.
Of course, my lord. It shall be as you say. You do not know the tale. Let me tell you of the monkey's paw and the sad tale of my master.
It's time for a puppet show.
The monkey's paw is a sacred relic, the preserved hand of Saint Bonzo the Unfortunate, martyred no less 3 times during the great reconciliation of the Holy Church. Blessed by the first banana tree, Bonzo worked many miracles before his third and final death. After his death, Bonzo's hand was fixed to the end of a golden scepter and retains miraculous powers to this day. Any Monquistan who holds it may make 3 wishes, which are granted by divine grace. But if their soul is not pure, their wishes will bring them despair instead of happiness. So it was with my master. Mon Quixote, a retainer of the Lord of La Mancha, undertook a great quest to find the paw. After many trials, he found the relic and brought it back to La Mancha. He was tasked to bring the paw to his lord, but could not resist temptation. He made 2 wishes, and despair followed. For his first wish, my master asked for 1,000,000 bananas. He was hungry, you see. For his second wish, my lord sought power. He wished to become a Don, a lord. He wished to become Don Quixote. But this did not happen. Instead of Don Quixote, he became Don Quixote, transformed from a Monquistan into a donkey. The transformation drove him mad. But that was just the beginning of the troubles. 1,000,000 bananas. This is an unimaginably rich hoard. Word spread quickly that La Mancha had a priceless heap of bananas, and every lord in Monquista came to claim a share of the treasure. The war that followed devastated La Mancha, leaving it empty and without a lord. Thus, you find it and my master. My lord, he still has 1 wish left. The paw could return him to what he was, if you can recover it. I fear your quest. It will not be easy. The paw was lost in the great battle that ravaged La Mancha. One of the Monquistador lords took it as a prize. Which one? No one knows. Or perhaps Antonio de Miranda might know. He fought here, but later laid down his arms and became a hermit. Seek him at St. Bonobo's Abbey.
Very good. Let's grab the... I think there's a couple other side quests here, but we need to grab the king pawn. That puppet show made it look like the Don Quixote found the monkey's paw in Crocotopia because it had a unfinished pyramid in the background. I wonder what it was doing there. I do not know. Also, side note, bananas here must not go bad very quickly because I have no idea how even all the monkeys in Monquista could consume 1,000,000 bananas. But that would probably become a stinking rotten heap in about 2 days in the sun out here. But they are magical 1,000,000 bananas, so who knows? Who knows? Use a little boost to get along here. I don't think we'll be using boost too often. As far as difficulty goes, we might have some difficulty in Diablo Cut. I'm not sure. The first battle in there with the vine, I'm not quite sure how that's going to go. If I am able to reach with my unlimited attacks, that one won't be too hard, but I think they're the Valvita brothers. I think the Valvita brothers might give me some trouble. There are some fights that could be difficult in there, perhaps. But that's kind of the last of it for Monquista. There isn't too much to go around there.
What business could one as big as you have with one as small as me? The Marshal? Ah, those bananas and the things we did to take them. Horrible. The monkey's paw? It changed hands many times that day. The historian Saavedra wrote an account of the battle. I'm sure his book notes which lord ended up with the paw. The book has been suppressed by the crown, but the great library of San Horace in Monquista City holds a copy.
Monquista City? How the blazes are we supposed to get in there? We're enemies of the crown.
There are drains under the city from the days when it still rained in Monquista. You could use them to travel directly into the library.
A cool piece of Monquista lore right there. It used to rain. I wonder how long ago that was. This is a pretty bad drought that they're having. I wonder, there are, it doesn't just rain on the lands, I'm sure, because we have storm clouds and storm gates and like tempests with lightning in them over the skyway, so it probably rains out here too. I wonder where that rain goes, because there's not really anything under the skyway to my knowledge. Who knows? Maybe the world's a donut shape. Maybe they get sucked under and around and come back to rain another day. Sid Simeon, shit boss there. I forget what quest you need him for. El Cid. And we come to the drains. I don't know why. I was never a huge fan of this dungeon here, but let's get it out of the way.
Now we sneak into city.
Mormo, you should narrate a children's book. I think you'd be really good at that. Alright, old moose, let's get through it.
Look, that must be the exit up to the library.
Mormo cannot walk through gates. We are stuck here.
Here, pull that lever. I reckon it'll open the gates.
Of course, this could not be as easy as the summer palace drains.
Enough yammering. Let's go this way. Maybe there's another lever.
Don't get stuck too much. Sneak on through here.
See? I knew there'd be another. Scatter the blood bats and we can give it a try.
I think we have to intimidate the blood bats. Let's see if I'm right. Or threaten. Okay, threaten. To be honest, I totally don't remember how we threaten these guys. These were all lit up there. Does that mean we have to? Does that mean I have to run into one of those squares? Maybe. let me... Campo's gonna sit back there. These guys have 200, so I'm not gonna kill them. I might just have to run into one of those squares. I'm glad... I was just gonna say I still don't understand what I have to do, but thankfully when you hover over it, it gives me a clue, or it gives me a little hint. So I'm just gonna try running in there, but I could totally be wrong. I might have to look this up. I've been playing this for so long, oh, these guys probably sit there. Ah, that's right, so I can't get in. Well, if I just blow up some of these barrels, can't I just run in there? I can't believe I've played this so many times. I usually just have my companions and everybody just defeat them all, and then I never really have to worry about it, but ouch, that sucks. We're gonna figure it out today. Oops. Dropping stuff all over, I'm so excited. Alright. Yeah, we're just gonna see if we can run in there. Do these guys have... They have repel borders. Well, it can't really be helped. At least they don't have cheap shot. I'm gonna have to tank a couple more hits here. Alright, good dodge. Nice. Now either I just have to walk here, we'll walk over here and see if that triggers it. There we go. Alright, well, nice. I went in there not knowing what to do, and by the power of observation, by golly, we figured it out.
Another gate, another lever. Let's go then.
Is there any yum I can pick up? I'm a little low on health already. That'd be nice if I needed to... There's one over there. If I need to refresh a potion. Let's run into the next room and see if I can find one over here. And where would... Yeah, these maps are a little confusing. Yep. Yeah, there's another... Let's see if we can grab some health here. We kind of need this. I'm a squishy little witch doctor. I need all the health I can get. Is that full? Okay, good. Phew, I was a little concerned that I have to run back and try to dodge the blood bats to find some yum, but we figured it out.
Beware, we be disturbing an ancient evil.
I'm not sure what ancient evil these spiders are, but I'm sure we'll be alright. Thankfully we just have to defeat Mr. Longlegs, so we just get our single target spells here and get to work. Maybe 3 turns for this? Well, maybe more. He's a little bit more resilient than I thought. Hopefully we... he's going to heal himself too, isn't he? Hopefully we have a couple turns before some of these spiders get to us. Good dodge. And nice, alright. Oh, and he's going to summon a new one every turn. I think we can get him. It's going to take a... Maybe we can get a critical one of these days. And hey, speak of the devil. Well, that was excellent. Bada bing, bada boom.
The evil spirit be gone. This place is clean.
Very good. Alright, we're pressing onward.
There's another lever.
We go. Mormon grows tired of this place.
think there is a... trying to remember where all the places here. Yeah, I guess we still have to run through here.
These monkeys mean to keep us away from the next lever, Captain. We'll have to fight our way through.
I think they have a pretty big battle board here. I think we should be just fine here. Yeah, we should be alright here. Gotta defeat them all. I don't know if it matters. We'll just start with one of these. So I guess they have these drains underneath the city. I guess they've been broken down and they have encroached both into old Monquista crypts with ancient evil and huge voluminous caverns with crazy monkeys in them? I'm not really sure. A little unclear. Renegade monkeys, I guess. Oh well. Doesn't matter. We're gonna clean up Monquista one sewer at a time. Call me U.S. Special Forces because I'm walking through the sewers to overthrow another country. They just keep coming, don't they? Alright. I don't want to overuse that. See if I can't take out one or two of them before they get to me here to just reduce the damage. Nice, avoided damage. One more turn. Is this gonna get him? Yes, it shall. The renegade will probably start shooting me now, but I think I'll be alright. Yep. Some good dodge this time. And Old Moose shows up for the first time this episode. Thank you, Old Moose. Glad to have you back. This should take him out. Nice. This should take him out unless he's got crazy resist, magical resist style. That I guess that is pretty good. Maybe Old Moose will help me out here. Do him in. There we go. All right, good. Grab some health here. And I'll try to be careful. I've definitely been pulled into battle a time or two around here when I did not want to. It looks like we're okay this time. We've escaped with our lives. Skirt around here.
One last trial stands before us, Dragonfly. Be ready.
Giant, you trespass in my domain, and you will pay for your bold audacity. Get them, my soldiers.
And of course we have one more before we get out of the drains. Thankfully it's just a single. I think, if I remember correctly, when you defeat him, maybe these guys go away, but maybe there's a couple others still to defeat. I don't remember off the top of my noggin, but we'll just start with him. Some good damage. Wonder what these are here up here in the corner. Are these lightning bugs or little wisps or something that are flying around the sewers? I don't know what those are. Little glowing specks. Add some atmosphere though, I like it. There is a lot of light in here for the sewers, to be honest. There's a couple little lamps here, but we've even got green, glowing, disappearing water down there. We got all kinds of crazy stuff going on. Probably radioactive, if I had to guess. It would not surprise me if the Monquistans were messing with radioactive isotopes and developing nuclear weapons. Really would not surprise me at all. Alright, let's see what happens. This should take him out. And the quartermen disappear as I predicted. And these guys are still left. Okay. We'll probably still be alright. Just two of them with old Moose around. I think we'll be just fine. There's a little chest back there. I'll have to grab that. Oh, and there's a couple others. I didn't think about that. I might have to put a protection on myself here because these all have, they even have more health. I don't really like that. I avoided damage here. We were pretty well in the first half, but we'll see what they can come up with because this might be going after old Moose is a very good sign, though. That is definitely what we like to see. I think witch doctors train the peaceful trait to later on down the skill tree. I still don't think that peaceful and loud, those abilities, I don't think they work as intended. That's mostly just coming from my experience of playing a Buccaneer who's supposed to have the couple ranks of that loud trait which make the enemy target you more. I don't really think that happens incredibly much, but maybe they do work as intended. I just can't tell. You'll have to let me know what you think of the peaceful and loud traits and if what their current state in the game is. If they work, if they don't work. Maybe I'm just crazy. Old Moose is taking a beating. But we are still in good health, so we'll continue just putting up the damage here. Yeah, these guys are a little bit tougher. I don't know if it's their extra resist. Maybe they just have an extra couple levels on them or something, but they're not going down as easily as they were before. I have to be careful here I don't go down. Might have to use a heal here, but I think I'll use one more AoE while they're all standing around, and I should defeat one of them. A critical one of these days would be kind of nice, but no such help is incoming. I almost feel like I would have to go back and look at the actual numbers, but I feel like that did even more damage. Yeah, we're gonna have to heal. Ouch, down in the red. You hate to see that. Okay. Alright, two options. We could straight heal, or we could use this 78. This should defeat him. Give us a little bit of health. Hopefully to survive a couple attacks so we can finish healing up. 36. Alright, I don't think we can take another hit. Aha, excellent dodge. Okay, we're still in it, boys. A couple rounds of healing, and then we'll help Old Moose finish him off. That was a close one, I think. Yeah, 34 health. If we had taken another hit, I think we would have gone down there. So that's pretty fortunate that we had a dodge right there. Pretty excellent. Yeah, he definitely would have knocked us out. Good job, Cat. We're going to use this just so we have a guaranteed hit, so we definitely don't miss. There's the critical we needed when we did a bunch of AoE attacks in a row. That could have really helped us, but oh well. Better late than never, I guess. Another nice dodge. You were so close, Ernesto, but no cigar today. You'll have to continue living here in the sewers underneath Monquista City, playing with your radioactive sludge and your spiders without defeating Mr. Underhill. Sorry. No wonder they're all crazy and renegades. They Gave themselves radiation poisoning. Let's see what we got here. That's not quite as good as we have.
That showed him.
Grab this chest.
Now pull that lever and we can be done with this dusty place.
Whenever Rapier's done yapping, there we go. Pull the lever, Kronk.
This place is worse than Bounty Island. Let's get out of here.
I like how the quest arrow has us go backwards, but we actually want to go this way forwards. I have definitely, when the quest arrow has pointed backwards, I've definitely sometimes just followed that and gone in a crazy loop all the way back around. But, oh, I think, I've been pulling up the map because I've been trying to remember. I think, it won't really be pertinent to me, but I think there's a fun little hidden item over here. Let's go see if we can find it. Back here in this little alcove, back behind this little tent, yes, there is an ancient tome back here. So you can get yourself a free companion training point, which definitely will not help me as I'm not using companions, but it might help you. And I only know about that because of one random video about how to find all of the ancient or training tomes, which I will link down in the description below. But get you a free one right there. Alright, let's get out of these dirty sewers and go find a book.
Monquista City, here we come.
We haven't been in Monquista City since 2 seconds ago, last episode.
This is a library, so keep your voices down.
Yes, Bunny, and we're also sneaking into the capital of a country we're trying to overthrow, so maybe focus on that and not the library aspect.
What is this? A human in my library? How extraordinary!
Keep it down. Keep it down, Jerome.
I know who you are, pirate, but don't worry. You have nothing to fear from me. The crown reviles you to hide their own embarrassment. Shameful.
Thank goodness we found the one librarian who isn't gonna freak out on us. That would have been bad.
If you come to my library, Saveda's history. You can get in a lot of trouble reading that book, but I suspect you know trouble well. Brother Tito has a copy of the book, I believe. He would be willing to lend it to me in return for a book of verses, a book Don Ilonda has. So, take this book to Don Ilonda, take the book he gives you to Brother Tito, bring me the Saavedra when all is done. Wait! I forget. You are the enemy of all Monquista, yes? Take a mask from the cabin. Hide your face and nobody will suspect a thing.
Okay, three things. First of all, this is pretty much just a favor ode can be transferred, yada yada yada, from the Frog Father, but in librarian form. I just realized that. Number two, why does a monkey have a chest of human-sized monkey masks in the library? That's kind of weird. Number three, why in the world did we expect? Didn't Sancho Panza say that this book was like the crown? The government was trying to suppress this book. Then why in the world would we think that we could find it in the capital? In the library at the capital. I don't really get that. But you know what? These things aren't for me to know. These are things for King's Isle to know and me to only guess. Alright, let's start our book exchange.
You come from the library? I can see why Jerome hired you. You can reach the tallest shelf. Jerome inquired after a book of verses. I have it here. Does he have the geographical treatise I asked for in return? Excellent. Run along now.
Man, a book of poems to a geographical, what did he say? A treatise or something? That's quite the reading variety right there.
Great son, you have the stature of a titan, my child. What is your errand? You come from the library. Ah, you seek a certain historical volume. I fear I have given it back to its owner.
Tito doesn't even have it.
Go to Don Salmanco and offer him the volume you would have given me. Walk in the shade of the holy tree, my child.
Thankfully, Monquista City is so small, everybody's right here.
Are very tall, child. Librarian Jerome sent you. I know what he wants. Has he sent what I asked for?
I like to believe that everybody commenting on our size totally knows that we are not only human, but we're 100% the pirate who everybody's looking for, but they just don't care enough or they dislike the crown enough to overlook that fact. They totally know who we are.
Good. Here is the book he asked for. If anyone else, you didn't get it from me.
Oh yeah, I gotta talk to Jerome again. Actually, I don't think I could reach the tallest shelf. Those are pretty high. I couldn't even jump that high. That's why we have ladders.
Here it is, the Vetra's Chronicle. Now, let me see. Ah, here is his account of the Mancha and the Paw.
It was Martin Valvida who lifted the great relic of Saint Banzo from the battlefield and held it high. Martin set sail with his two brothers aboard the Cornelius. They never reached their home in Gibonia. Their ship crashed in Diablo Cut.
There you have it, pirate. The Valvida brothers took the monkey's paw and were lost in Diablo Cut. It must still be there.
Ah, it's so easy. I'm glad nobody else went looking for it. Alright, now it's time to flee the library. Awesome. And we can use this teleport to not have to sail all the way to Diablo Cut. Guess a good chunk of the way over there. I wonder what these cutthroat ships are doing here in Monquista. I guess it's kind of a... I guess it's a somewhat prosperous world. I guess there'd be pirating and thievery to be done here. Maybe they are capitalizing on the wars of all the great houses. Maybe they think it's better pickings than staying in Skull Island. Don't know. But if cutthroat sharks can make it out here to this world, maybe other shark factions could too. So maybe there's some more hammerheads left other than Mordecai. He says he's the last of his kind, but maybe some escaped off-world somewhere. Maybe they're hanging around where we could find them one day. That'd be kind of cool. Of course, there are a bunch of other shark types too. I don't think we see too many in other worlds. I think there's a king here. Yes, maybe the last one. It is the last one. Alright, we'll have to swing back by Monquista City. There aren't too many sharks in other worlds. I know there are some in Marleybone. A bunch of ships out there by the lighthouse.
This place doesn't seem scary at all. What's that shield over there?
This shield has writing all over it. It's all Monquistan. Can anybody read it?
I can read it. Here's what it says.
To any who find this marker, turn back. Death is all that awaits you in Diablo Cut. Take heed. This marker was raised to honor the memory of the brothers Valvida and their loyal soldiers. Their great prize, the monkey's paw, was their undoing.
Well, if the paw was their doom and none of them survived, it must be up this way. Let's go get it.
Well, if you can crash your ship into land, like the Valvida brothers smashed their ship here into the cut, then it's pretty lucky that we, being a child, probably a teenager, hadn't smashed our ship into anything.
Very wrong here. I feel a great shadow, like a curse. Walk carefully.
Alright, we're full on health. Let's get in here.
Shivery timbers, what is that? I think we found the root of the problem, Captain. Let's clip some weeds.
Nice rat beard. This looks like a creature straight out of Plants vs. Zombies. That's kind of crazy. This should just be, yes, the root. Or the, I don't know. I guess they're all stems? I don't know. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. It looks Latin somehow. Alright, let's get down to it. Take that. I like how it's a musketeer as well somehow. Riddle me this, Batman. How are they popping up and going down through the wood planks? That doesn't make any sense. I like how it's a musketeer, but the arms are swashbucklers somehow. I guess that's cool, because presumably this shoots. It does. It has a Overwatch double tap that shoots, and the arms do melee damage. I guess that makes sense. After the damage should be down to half health, so just a couple more hits hopefully before I get too schmacked up by these antennae whipping around. I don't think we'll be able to reach with that. 200 health still left. It's kind of a beefy plant. I think if I remember correctly, if you defeat one of the little tentacle arms, I think a couple, like maybe two, come back. I can't remember for sure. Nice, Campo is going to tank a hit for me. That's nice. If this is a carnivorous plant, I wonder what it's been eaten. It's been probably been here for a while, and I don't think it has anything to eat. Alright, we're resorting to bombs here. Hopefully a couple bombardieros will take it down. Just praying we don't get criticaled upon with the 3 arms of doom over there. They have pretty good movement. 42, okay, this should... We'll do a ghost whale just to be sure. If we'd pulled that last time, and I critical to boot, we probably would have gotten it down, but no worries. Took 1 turn longer, but no great loss. Alright, not today, monster plant. No siree, Bob.
That place was most unpleasant, and we still need to find a monkey's paw.
I love how Dead Mike puts it so clearly. You're very good at, all my teammates are so great at communicating. I just have the best crew. Excellent communication skills, 100%.
There's no paw here, Captain.
Confound it! Now what are we supposed to do? The paw's lost for good.
That's a little pessimistic, Rathbeard. I don't think we have to resort to that right away.
Paw not on ship. Must be off ship. Mormos says we search outside.
I like it, Mormo. You're being solution oriented. I'm trying to be a good leader of my crew here, despite never taking them into battle, confining them in my house, and subjugating Campo to just being a punching bag and sitting in a corner. I'm doing my best, okay?
Nothing but these bones. Dead men tell no tales, as they say. Well, most dead men, that is.
As a dead man yourself, Dead Mike, I would think you'd have a little bit more of an open mind about that, but that's okay, I guess.
Perhaps not. Let me work me out.
Old Scratch coming in clutch.
Who called?
Hello.
Speak quickly. My soul longs to leave this place of horror.
That makes me feel bad for bringing you back. That's awful.
You seek the monkey's paw? Turn back. It was my death, and the death of so many. Don Valvida was so happy, and so foolish.
Sorry, we're going to let it be the death of many, many more people if we can accomplish our own goal of overthrowing your government in order to secure a trade deal. Sorry, that is just the American way. Nice. Level 15, let's go. Been waiting on that.
Young apprentice, it is time to learn true secrets of magic. Come to me, and the real lesson will begin.
My lord, Don Martin Valdiva won the monkey's paw in battle. He and his brother sailed for home, and we traveled with him, loyal to the end. But a storm drove our ship into Diablo Cat and wrecked it. We were stranded for weeks, with no hope of rescue. Don Martin looked to the paw. As our food ran out, Don Martin wished for something to eat. His wish was granted. The red vines grew, but they grew to eat, not be eaten.
Classic mistake. He was not very clear when he made his wish. There must be a nefarious genie in that paw somewhere.
We were decimated. Don Martin, his brothers, and his survivors fled to the cavern of the Crescent Moon. The paw must still be within.
Alright, awesome. We made level 15. So, before we go in here, I'm going to mark this spot.
Walk into danger, Dragonfly. We will find a paw. But be careful what you wish for.
Oh, very fun. Let's go back to Skull Island real quick. We'll talk to our trainer, poke around a little bit, try on some new gear, and then we'll end this episode. And next week we'll go into the cut itself, into the Cave of the Crescent Moon. What do you have for me, ma'am?
I see much in my crystal, but foreseeing future, powers of my mother's tarot deck are greater by far. Jojo Mojo, Voodoo Master, stole drowned mariner card. Without, the deck is powerless. Go to Makamoto. Ask him if he knows where Jojo hides.
Let me see, what quest is that? Does that just give me... Oh, this actually gives me Bone Chant, which might be... I think that's a summon. That actually might be super helpful. Let me think about that. We get Resist, which is awesome. We could definitely use that. We can... Oh, there's a couple things here that I leveled up and I did not know about. Teleportation, which will be super helpful. Let's see. There's a couple here I don't know if we need. This, I think it's usually only 3 squares long. This kind of depends on the weapon you have. Right now it's pretty good. I guess I can train this one. I don't know if I'm going to want these clogging up my... I guess some more movement would be good. I don't know if I'm going to want to spend a turn casting it on myself. I'm going to hold off on that for now. And then Widow's Touch. I guess I could use that to decrease movement. Why not? I guess so. I don't know. I'm going to hold off on Vulture's Gift to try not to clog up my powers too much. If I totally forget about it and I just start ranting and raving about wanting more movement, then let me know that I'm an idiot and I need to adjust that. These are still the ones we're using the most, and then AoEs. You'll probably put this one up pretty high somewheres. I don't know. I don't know where to put these things anymore. The teleportation, that might be... I guess I can go pretty low, but above some of this stuff here. If we're on one side of the board getting into a pinch, we can teleport away. We'll probably need that after we use some of the other things. Let's see what gear I have. Alright, let's see. I think I have some new gear for us to try out here at level 15. No helmets. That was level 10, but we're not really using that. I should have looked this over first, just randomly. These are all level 10 stuff. Maybe I have to go back to my bank and check. Oh, here we go. So here's one. So we have the Marshal's Medallion. Hang on, let me check real quick. Alright, sorry about that weird cut. I lost internet connection for a couple seconds. Not really sure what happened there. Let's go back to checking out the gear here. So we have currently the Dutchman Sapphire Charm on, but I think I'm going to want to try this Marshal's Medallion. It's going to almost triple my health. It's going to take away Ghost Whale and a Mojo Mastery, which is kind of a bummer. Yeah, but it will give me 360 more health, so we're going to try it out. If it doesn't work out, we can go back to the Sapphire Charm, or we have an Idol of Repose if we ever need an extra heal on deck. We also have, we got all kinds of stuff. We also have Windflyer's Weave. I don't really think we need Cloud Spirit. I can actually probably sell this. I don't know why I'm keeping this around. That Valor Shield is super important. And if I just wanted Resist or something else, I have a bunch of other good options here. So I'm actually going to probably unlock this. I don't think I'm going to need Cloud Spirit because I'm not agility based. So that's kind of junk. I've already had that one. And that's about it. No weapons. Let me check my bank real quick and make sure I didn't have any level 15 weapons in here. You get to see a bunch of the odd random junk I've been farming from around the place. I don't think so. Those are level 20. Alright, let's go. Maybe that spoils the surprise of what you'll see later, but that's okay. A little teaser. Let's go check the bazaar real quick. And I think what we're going to do, I think it will be fun to have that summoning power. So, what I'm going to do, someone's down here, and I did switch realms again, so I'm not sure why there are people here. I will go ahead and do this Jojo Mojo Rising quest to try to get this Bone Chant summoned, because I think it might be a little bit helpful. Next episode, of course. And then after I finish that, we'll try the Cave of the Crescent Moon. And if I still struggle, of course, we can always upgrade gear from the bazaar, change up our build a little bit, or we can go get the practice points from the 2 Prospector Z quests now and train those up. So that'll be the plan, Flan. Let's see. Usable, we'll go by kind of most expensive. I think we'll probably still keep the gunnery here, still has some decent stats for our level. I'll just poke around here, see if there's... I think we're just using our coat for straight stats right now. I don't really have any coats that are great with abilities. This one has not as much will, but better health and stuff. Let's see if there's anything even better than that. There's a 17 of 15. That's a lot of health and resist. Not very much will, but to be honest, we're not really doing, we're not attacking with our weapon. We're using, well, does that affect it? I'm not actually sure. Let's try it out. Let's see. Let me do a little test here. I don't know if just the will stat is going to increase our, see, the will stat will increase our weapon's power 56, but does it affect our attack? So these are 118 damage right now, 75, 118, 73. 75, 118, 73. Now let's take off some of our will stuff. What other will-based things do we have? Where's my will? There it is. Let's take off our boots too. Alright, now let's check these out. 73, 116. So it does, okay, so our will, let me just make sure, yeah, 116, so the will does affect it, so, just a little bit, we probably not going to need those for the stats, so, while I'm looking at this, I do kind of want will, because that does affect our damage, and 6 will is kind of a lot. Let's sort by, no, let's character level. Let's see the level 15 stuff. Yeah, again, I really like that 6 will. I don't know if we can, I don't know if I want to lose that for a couple more healths. Let's go by class. Only a couple things by class that I could actually use. None of them are better. Alright, how about this? I'll go ahead and buy... That's 16, 14. Where's the other one? Where's the 17 and... Did it already get sold? Might have already gotten sold. The one that had 17 health. Alright, I'm going to buy this just in case we need it. I don't think I'm going to use it. We'll keep the one we have equipped right now, but we'll keep that just in case. As far as boots, that Ghost Whale attack's still really good. If we need something pure base stat, if we need more health or something, we can come back later. It would be kind of nice. I don't think we're going to use that Witch Hunter very much. It'd be nicer if we had a shooty, staffy weapon. That was a little bit higher damage. So let's see if we can find one. There aren't too many in Skull Island, and they kind of tend to be more frequently on the even levels, so 10, 20, 30, 40, then the odd levels, 5, 15, things like that. There's a slashy staffy. Shooty. Staffy smashy. Come on, there's got to be one here somewhere. Maybe not. That looks kind of cool, but it's not quite what we want. I think we already have this. This might be the only shooty staffy one we have at 33. I think we already have that one, and it's not going to be much good to us. That damage is just a little too low. And to be honest, the range on Fuels 1 is amazing, so we'll keep that around for now. We're going to keep this Absorb Medallion on. If we switch it, we'll probably go back to the one with Ghost Whale, so we won't get anything for that. I think the same with this Charm. And I suppose that she'll probably be okay for now. Do I have anything to sell to you to clear my backpack real quick? Just airing out all my laundry here. No, we're going to keep that just in case. We're keeping these things just in case. We'll sell them. This we don't need. We can chuck that in the bin. If we do need anything, we're not going to use that. But if we need to switch up weapons... This has less range and a little less damage, but it has a better attack pattern, so we could swap back to the Tub Thumper if we need to. I don't think I have anything else to sell. Oh yeah, this is the agility. Well, it can't be auctioned. Well, I guess I can sell it to Jolly Roger upstairs. Okay, we'll rearrange our powers again real quick, and then we will. So we did lose one Ghost Whale. Because we equipped the Absorb Shield, so we're going to put that up top. Nice thing about this Absorb as well, so this damage reduction, it could be an infinite amount of reduction, but it only lasts for 10 turns, whereas 360 is a finite amount of damage absorption, but it lasts indefinitely. So I could put this on at the beginning of a fight, and it could take the enemy 5 turns to get to me, but it would not expire for another 5 turns. So that's nice. So we're down 1 Ghost Whale, but we still have our Soul Reaver, a couple Ghost Whales, the Gunneries, which I have up here because they're unlimited range, our new ability of the Evil Eye, which might be helpful. Of course, we can probably set this heal down a little bit further. Our heal, because we were using that quite a lot. The Widow's Touch, I might use this. I don't know, I feel like I should put it further down. I probably want to be doing damage to enemies instead. It has unlimited range, so I was thinking the very first thing in the battle I could use it to prevent one enemy from coming in really fast, but I'd probably rather just be doing damage, so I guess I can put it down pretty low. Not as low as the chickens, but if it pops up I might use it. But we got the Evil Eye, and then we got attacks for, so we got all of our first row, and a little bit here is for when the enemy's far out. Hopefully we can protect ourselves, get ready, and use these attacks with unlimited range. Then when they get closer, I have the Evil Eye. Hopefully get a couple of them with that. I can heal up if I need to. I have the Mojo Strike, another AoE. Of course, the Jubu's Breath. Still doesn't do very much, but it gives me a little bit of health. We got the Hoodoo Touch. Some guaranteed damage. I can teleport away if I need to, get a little bit more health if I need to. And these things might just pop up randomly. So that's all for now. When we come back, we will try to knock out this Jojo Mojo Rising quest. I never thought a summon ability would be so helpful, but we'll try to knock that out and then we'll go back to the Monkey's Paw. So, thank you so much for joining me. An exciting one. Hopefully tomorrow we should be able to finish up Monquista. And then on to the next. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you have a great week. I will see you next Wednesday. And see you later.